to they're about to be reacting to. Everything is a scam in 2026. Hey man, the year is, I don't know the percent of 3 and 12. Let's say a dime and a nickel through the year. We a dime and a nickel through the year. 15%. You feel me? But let's see what he's talking about.
There's a couple of things that age bad that people universally know. Milk and cheese after a couple of days out fills with mold and all types of bugs. Any
Ugh.
man who flies to Turkey and gets a hair
Oh my goodness. He gotta be going bald. Ain't no way he let somebody play in his head like this.
surgery from the cheapest surgeon possible there. Any A-list celebs tweets from 2009 to 2012. But nothing has aged worse this year than my video on how 2026 will heal us. Okay guys, can you stop DMing me and blaming me saying I jinxed this year? How was I supposed to know AI would implement spy systems in all of our governments and Trump would go nuclear mode in the world? Probably should have guessed it, but hold hope.
Hey, that is crazy, bro. You had a terrible prediction. Now I'm thinking this year's supposed to heal us. I think I reacted to that video. Hold on. That's in my car. Anyways. I forgot what I was saying, bro.
I feel like the more and more the year goes on and future years until it's stopped, every company, and I mean quite literally every company, is going super Kirby swallow mode on every consumer and trying to siphon as much as they can. And no other industry is doing that more than the RAM industry right now. I know, this has been a problem since last year, so some people may be confused why I'm bringing it up like it's a new problem. Well, I'm here to let you know it's getting way worse. For the people who aren't a computer specialist engineer like me, RAM is one of the most critical parts of a computer, and it's like the active workspace of it. The best comparison is it works like the prefrontal lobe of the brain to handle tasks on a computer. It's one of the most important parts to a PC, and depending on how much you have, it can make and break how much your PC can do. And at the start of 2025, it was still pretty normally priced, so people were still building their PCs or upgrading them willy-nilly. In fact, I actually upgraded around that time last year. I upgraded to 128 gigabytes of RAM, which is complete overkill. Most
Hey, congratulations. I don't know what the hell you're gonna do with 128 gigabytes of space or whatever this is for, but hey, congratulations.
at the most get 32 gigabytes of RAM. I needed a tax write-off, right? What, did you want me to send it to the IRS so it can go right in Netanyahu's bank account? I bought these two kits of 64 gigabytes for a grand total of $205 at the time.
Damn.
And if you wanted the price now, I couldn't tell you because on the Best Buy website, it's completely sold out. Whenever a RAM listing comes up now, people move in like a crowd of rabid monkeys fighting for one banana. But I can tell you on Corsair's website, for one kit of 64 gigabytes, which is half of what I got, it's $524 for the whole thing. Which, keep in mind, is more
What? Bro, what? 520? Oh my goodness.
double what I paid, or if I got just one kit, would be 5x what I paid. I don't even think the PlayStation 5 at its peak scalping was 5x the normal price. This is a different type of robbery. And all of this is because our AI overlord companies are swooping in and siphoning the RAM all for themselves. Statistically, right now, AI data centers for 2026 have 70% of all RAM production made this year. I don't know if industry could even take that much away from the public. No wonder all these RAM companies
Bro,
are
they rich. They can just make their own, bro. Or they can just pay the company to manufacture a large sum of it. Why do they have to buy it from Best Buy and whatnot? That is crazy. Unless they trying to do that to I don't know. I don't know,
selling
bro.
to
That
these
is
companies.
crazy.
And it's already a problem itself that people can't build their dream gaming PC after saving up, finally being able to do it. But this time, it isn't just anyone with a PC affected, it's the whole goddamn gaming industry. The Steam Deck, which is supposed to be the budget option of someone who doesn't want a PC but wants to play PC games, has been cooked because of RAM and sold out everywhere. Your only choice now is to either get it for double the price or wait for the price of it to
Man, hell no. $1,000 for whatever that is? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Let's be real.
This is why
Let's be real here, bro. Come on, bro. Who paying that much for that? Hey, yo, let me get an ad block when I get monetized.
why you got people out there praying to God like Venom and Spider-Man 3 on AI's downfall. Valve was also supposed to release the Steam Machine, which is another alternative for people who
Yeah, what happened to that?
PC.
That's supposed to be better than the PS5 and the PC. What happened to that?
Now that's gotten delayed because they can't get RAM for the system. And of course you got the
Ah.
classic PlayStation 6, which we're now approaching 6 years since the...
Oh, I thought he said not a real photo. Had me looking at that mug crazy.
PlayStation 5 launch date. So Sony is supposed to be in the process of preparing and releasing the next console within a year or two. And that's no longer happening because AI is taking all the RAM so they can't buy it. These AI companies are moving like Sid from Toy Story. They putting down these other multi-billion-dollar companies like they're peasants. As much as we can blame these AI companies for doing this, the main culprits are the RAM producers themselves. They're choosing to sell these massive bulks of RAM to these companies because it's easy money instantly. As long as these AI companies keep building data centers, they're gonna keep doing it, so there's not much we can do. I'd love to say,
I mean, I guess they can build like more warehouses that produce RAM, or try to get different contracts that produce the RAM thing. Therefore, it won't be a shortage, because right now it seems like it's a shortage, and that's why it's that much. I don't know. All right, let's use lean, or what would you call it? What would you call it? But yeah, let's just say lean. All right, lean as in the cough syrup that they used, that they drink to get high. I never did it, but I'm gonna use that as an example. So when everybody got the lean, cool. It's a decent price. But when it's a drought, that's when stuff start to get shaky with the numbers. That's when you paying like 2,000 for all that extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a basic need, a need and want thing. No, a need, a pro. Y'all know what I'm trying to say, bro. Fuck it. I just got a brain for
stand
it.
up to the tyranny and stop these corrupt organizations for selling out things rightfully belonging to the public. But we can't even agree which colors belong to which textbook subject in school, so that's not happening. By the way, math is blue, history is yellow, English is red, science is green,
Dang,
art is
y'all
purple.
can't choose. They taking free will as we speak. That's free will right there. Now, me personally, I use the same notebook for every class. I wasn't taking notes like that. And I had a 3-ring binder, the big one, the one I got the strap. You know what I'm saying?
If you want to argue with me, no problem. You'll be instantly banned from all my socials. Of course, we also got housing prices now, which is a given. Not only in America, but in nearly every Western country, housing has reached historic levels of being unaffordable. Right now
Yeah.
in the US, the median home price is 3.5 to 7.1 times the median yearly income. In the UK, it's worse. It's 9 times the average income, which is insane. And at least in America, if you spend, I don't know, $1 million, you could get a decent sized house with a good space to live in with a family. In the UK, for that same price, you're lucky to find a 500 square foot shed. And it just goes on and
Man,
on for how
hell
fast.
no, bro. That's crazy. It look like the housing market ain't getting no better no time soon. Then the rich people gonna buy it up and then charge an arm and a leg for rent. Life is getting hard, man.
Also, for
Like
any
even with this condo that I bought here, that was expensive for what I bought for the space. Cool, 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, all this extra stuff. Cool, but it's like I guess I pay a decent monthly, but for how much they wanted for the asking price was ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie.
those that try to say this ain't nothing for us and they had it harder back in 2008, experts are now officially saying the U.S. housing market in 2026 is worse than 2008. So don't try to go trauma to trauma with this anymore. Worse housing market, 10x more the shootings, we going to war, beat that. I don't know why I'm saying that like it's a flex. It's actually very serious problems. COVID did really ruin everything because ever since the housing hike, prices have gone down for houses, but you know there's always those people that keep them high and leave it like that, which I think is what's gonna happen for RAM. If there's one thing companies like to do, it's stealing from the public without them figuring out it's a scam. And we just live the rest of our lives assuming it should actually cost that much, even though they're making like 10x the profit on it. I remember after the peak of COVID was over, there was so many grocery stores that kept their prices up just because. The good thing is, guys, our federal administration is working hard to bring these prices down and help everyone achieve their goal of owning a home one day.
There's so much talk about, we're going to drive housing prices down. I don't want to drive housing prices down.
Oh my goodness. I'm a homeowner, so I can't speak, but y'all ain't gonna never get a house, bro. It's only getting worse. By the year, by the century, by the decade, by the second, by the minute, it's getting worse. Come on, man. Get him out of office, bro. Get him out of office. And y'all heard he trying to run for a third term? Or he trying to make it to where he can run for a third term? That'll be insane, bro. Get him out of here,
People
bro.
that own their homes. and they can be assured
That's what's gonna happen.
Well,
You want to file?
They can't own the home if they can't afford the home. How you gonna own a home if you can't afford to buy it? Know what I'm saying, bro? Drop them rates so people can get their own home and they gotta worry about getting charged arm and leg for rent. Oh, life is life right now, indeed. But no, y'all see this
Parents
ad
of
in the back.
children
Don't
who
worry
play
about it, bro. I'm gonna get the ad block when I get
If your child was
monetized.
sexually
Don't worry about it, guys.
guys, at least we can rent a $2,000 one-bedroom apartment for the next 6.
Hell no, bro. Is there anywhere on this earth safe other than the U.S.? I'm talking prices wise. Cause I live in Wisconsin. The rent here is it's affordable. It's reasonable compared to what I hear from other people coming from different places like Miami, California. I think Arizona straight, but places like those, New York, they paying like 2,000 for a one bedroom. That's barely shit. They can barely move in. All type of next shit. Come on, man.
Of our lives, and maybe we'll be able to get one by the time we're 70. It's a good thing our country funds another country that gets free healthcare and schooling for everyone. This is all okay. You already know things like how unaffordable it is, but seeing clips like that is the cherry on top. And
Yeah.
even if you did find a home in your budget in 2026 that you think you could afford, the interest rate is still not that good at 6%. If you got a home in January 2021, the interest rate would have been 2.6%, basically in half. This specific interest rate wasn't.
That's when I got my house. I got my house in 2021. That is crazy. Yeah, man. I had to do what I had to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Had my baby on the way. Had to get out mom's crib. I'm not trying to pay an arm and a leg for rent. If I'm gonna put money on something, I must well put it on something that I own, you know?
0.6%, basically in half. This specific interest rate was an anomaly due to COVID, so they had to do that. But if you look back before then, in 2016 to 2020,
Wait, was that 2021? You know what? I am lying, bro. I'm lying. I graduated in 2021. Come on, bro. I got this house. When was my baby born? 2024. So I got 2023. Yeah. 2023. My bad.
3 to 4%.
My bad, bro.
So before COVID, it was still 2 percentage points lower than it is now. The good news is, though, guys, that for the next couple of decades of our lifetime, multiple finance companies have predicted that the rate is going to stay around the same or get worse in the future. Imagine you just locked in when you were a kid and bought a house back then, loser. Instead of, I don't know, being a stupid kid or teen. Maybe you should have been smart for once in your life and invested. I'm saying that
Damn. Only if, bro. Gosh darn it, bro. Only if.
but that's dead ass how older generations think. Okay, I'll try to soften it with some actual good news. There is some cities and some places where housing prices are slowly dropping for people. The main place being Texas, which is why everyone and their mother is moving here. Texas is absurdly massive, so they basically have unlimited land to play with, although you do also risk unlimited gunshots being shot at you at any moment. Another scam getting worse is Ticketmaster and most ticket selling websites now, to be honest, which have been scummy.
Ticketmaster a scam? Whoa, Too Hype been promoting them for years.
Now, in fact, both the last and current government administration are suing them. I mean, you know it's bad when even a like Trump is suing you for being a scammer. He usually wants to join in on the fun. They got caught themselves trying to help scammers jack up prices. Because once again with these companies, just like what I said for RAM companies, if they have a guaranteed way to make their money and can sell in bulk, they'll do it. It's also gotten even worse with dynamic pricing. If Satan came to this earth now, I believe dynamic pricing would be his first creation. All these ticket companies try to justify it by saying it helps combat scalpers. So there's some
Never mind. Too Hype got sponsored by SeatGeek. That was random, but I had to think about it. Somebody got sponsored by Ticketmaster, though.
is instead of having the scalpers buy the tickets, everyone can buy it, but for 10x the price. Either way, I can't go in either scenario. I'm not buying it for the scalp price or that price, so what is the point of even doing this? There's a lot of artists too that have to get blamed for this as well. The reason I say that is because a lot of them try to act oblivious and go to the public like, no way guys, what? I just want everyone to be able to enjoy my show at a great price and have a good time. Companies should not be taking advantage of this. Meanwhile, after the show, they look at their bank account.
Man, they getting hit on the back end, some crazy boy.
Are like, those stupid ass. They really believe me. 3 million in a night. Let's go. I'm buying another Rolls Royce and putting it in the garage. This is too easy. Whenever you see an artist try to act like they don't know why it's so high and it stays high, just know they know, because something can be done. Michael Jackson notoriously was known for selling his tickets for cheap because he wanted fans to actually be able to come. And Taylor Swift, as much as we make jokes about her and she does have her own flaws, gets my respect because she chose not to use dynamic pricing so fans can enjoy her show. One of the worst culprits of it this year is FIFA.
Hey, that's a real artist right there. I wish YoungBoy did that shit. I mean, we didn't pay. We didn't pay that much for that. But a lot of artists be trying to charge an arm and a leg, and it's like, you in town, but I got bills. You know, I got other things to worry about. I'm about to pay this much to see you, and you not even gonna see me. You know, thank you.
For the 2026 World Cup. FIFA's already been known as a pretty scummy company when it comes to its consumers. For the first time in history, this World Cup, they decided to use dynamic pricing. And let's just say...
Good luck to anybody who...
Man, what? Time out. I got something to say. I have something to say. You know, football, aka soccer, is mostly viewed by like the Mexican audience or just all over the world, not even primarily United States. Cool. And I say that to say this. A lot of the Mexicans that's here, they don't get paid as much as they should. I'm going to say that without trying to get too deep into it. Meaning, you think somebody about to drop $2 on the ticket when they can barely afford a living situation? When they come in here to send money back home, and you think they're about to pay $2 for a ticket? Man, bro, the World Cup is about to be empty as hell unless they're giving out free tickets, bro. Mark my words. Crazy as hell.
World Cup prices from 2022 to 2026 have increased over 1,000% for tickets. This is exactly why everyone hates us, man. How is this even possible? You already got fans around the world who said they were 100% not coming after seeing prices. As an example, for the final match of the World Cup, which is the most anticipated and hyped up,
That's still a lot of money. $618 to go watch a soccer game? Man, fuck out of here, bro. For the opening match. Yeah, nah, that's crazy.
22 one for the worst seat, aka the upper deck, was $206. For the worst seats of the final match, I mean, that isn't bad at all. That's actually really good for people on a budget. For the 2026 World Cup, that same seat is now $2,000. And because dynamic pricing, it only keeps going up. So for whoever made this chart, they need to update it, because now, as of the time I'm recording this,
You have it listed.
Nah, they crazy as hell,
type
bro.
it
They
in,
out of
and then you
they
go
out of
get
they rabbit ass mind if they think somebody want to pay for that. They tweaked out.
it's $7,798 for the back seat. Oh, but don't worry, it's the price including fees. I don't even think the average upper income person would buy this. That's a
I'm not buying it, bro. I'm not no average upper income person. I'm like middle lower class. You know what I'm saying? Lower middle class, if you would say. Man, fuck out of here. You know what I can do with $7? Come on, bro.
For that price, you could fly to like 3 countries, have full week vacations, doing activities. It only gets worse too. For the final match of the 2022 World Cup, the best seat you could have gotten was $1,607. For the 2026 World Cup, that same seat is... I can't even read the price out loud.
Nigga, what? But that's a down payment on the house. Niggas just out of their mind.
Just look at this price. This is also in
Yeah,
dollars,
all right.
so imagine...
When you can go to like a bar. Matter of fact, you can stay at home and get a better view than what you about to see right there. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a basketball game where you can be closer to the court and it's like you can actually see everything. Bro, the soccer field is big as hell. You probably not even gonna see where the ball at. Yeah, y'all crazy as hell, bro.
Coming from different countries with a currency that's way weaker than it. You may end up paying 2 to 3x even that price. This might
Crazy
be
as
the first
hell.
World Cup final match to not be sold out ever. Maybe I'm being too much of a skeptic, but let me know how many people y'all know that would casually drop 7.8 bands on a World Cup ticket. If the game does somehow sell out, the seats are gonna be purely full of Saudi princes and billionaires from around the world. I do sincerely hope it miserably fails, because the fact they have the audacity to even charge people that is disgusting. If they
Yeah,
went
bro,
with
they gotta give away free tickets, bro.
I
That's the
still
only
want it
way.
to fail. This proves that these organizations only care about profits, and I think they're trying to see if they can get away with this. Think of it too. Imagine you're traveling to another country. This isn't even counting the cost of your plane ticket, the hotel, the food you'll buy. It's also on top of the fact that people around the world aren't even coming to the US anymore. Tourism is dropping because people are scared to come here. If the average person does save up a pretty penny to buy it, I can't see them getting a ticket without financing it for the next 2 years and paying it off. The best thing I
Y'all crazy as hell, bro.
to say on how to operate in this
It's
whole
Call of
scam
Duty.
era is nothing. You have no power. I say don't give these companies like FIFA the audacity to charge the average person these prices your money. At the most, if you need something like RAM, I would get it secondhand. You could say that defeats the purpose, but I don't care. I'm not getting it from them. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Let me know what y'all think. Follow
Man, she getting wicked, man. Now, he did make that video talking about 2026 will heal us, indeed. I believed him, bro. You had me there for a second. Then 2026 started 2026, and we're in the middle of a war. Prices is outrageous for everything. It felt like the end of the world, bro. You lied to me. You sold me a dream, and I bought it, man. Sad, man. But now, let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Let me catch you niggas in the next one. Yes, sir.